Hello and welcome to Photon Cloud Academy. Let's go pro with Microsoft Word today. Let's learn how to mail merge. What is that, you ask? It is going to turn bulk mailing into a child's play. So in case you have to send same mail to a lot of people, for example, you recruited around 50 freshers for an intern position. So the only change in the content of the letter which you'll be making is the student details, right? And the rest of the letter is just generally going to be the same. For example, for each student you're going to put in their name, their email address, their address, and their phone number, right? This is the only thing which will be different in each of these letters, and probably their salaries as well. All of these details are basically being maintained by you in an Excel, right? So what's happening here? In that letter, all these fields which are there, right? The only change in the letter which has been taking place are these details which are in these fields. In each of the letter, you'll be simply taking out data from these fields, and you'll be just putting it inside your letter. So how do you do this? So for this, MailMerge can be a really useful tool which comes with Microsoft Word, right? So how do you do this? So I have something for you. So this is my general letter format. So for example, just imagine me being a finance person, right? I am a part of the finance team in my office. So what will be one of my jobs? So one of my jobs will be to send reminders to my customers about payments, right? So this is a general letter on the screen which you can see is a general letter for reminder of payments to my customers, right? So as you can see in the letter, it's the same format I send it to everybody, except there can be few exceptions always, but my general format will always be the same. So if I have around 50 different people which I have to mail for different objects or different requirements with different money, so all of these details are maintained by me in an Excel. So what if I can connect this Excel with this Word file, and these names, object details, these dates, and these amount can get updated automatically, and I just have to click a few buttons for that. I don't individually have to put in details for each of the person, right? For example, I have Alan, right? Alan has to pay me for in the Excel you can see Alan, his date of payment is something, his address is something, his amount due is something, right? For example, this is the data in the Excel, and I have to put in that data. So what MailMerge will do, if I link that Excel with the Word, it will directly take all of that data and put it here. So for Alan, here it will put Alan, here it will put the invoice number, here it will put the date when the payment is due, and here it will put the money. I just have to make these fields in my Excel and put in data, put in fields here in place of these things, right? And rest of it will be handled by Word itself. So let's see how do I do that. So I can't share my customer details with you guys, I'm sorry. So what I did was download a dummy list from the internet, and I'll be using that for the rest of the video. So if you want the dummy list, I can provide you the link for it as well, so that you can try it yourself. So I go to mailings, right? And I go to select recipients, and then use an existing list. So you have to choose that Excel file here which stocks in your data. So for me, it's finance related data, that is customer details, amount due, and whatnot. So my file is being saved on the desktop itself. So I go to my desktop, I go to dummy sales list 2, and I open it. Okay, and it is asking me what table to get the values from. So I probably take the first one itself. Now you can use these fields. So what you can do here, if you want in your customer name to be entered here all the time before sending the mail, so you don't have to edit it individually for each of the contact, right? So I can just go here and put in customer name, give some spaces, be given some space. That's cool. So for each customer name, there'll be a whole new letter generated, which with its details, with its corresponding details from the Excel. So for here of invoice dated, so I want to put in a date here. Let's see if we have any date fields here. Oh, we have. We'll put in order date here. Okay, we'll put in some space, and money, INR is money. So I'll do we have some money fields here? We don't have any money fields here, so let's just put in profit, right? Insert. Okay, close this. Cool. So for every time, I don't have to do this all the time. I'll show you what I mean. So I preview results. So this is my Excel here, and the first contact is Claire Guti, and her order date is this, and rest of the details, her profit is here. Her profit is this. So this is directly entered by word here. If you can see, profit is due, dear Claire, and the date you can check for yourself, right? Now this is just not for Claire, this is for all the other contacts, right? See, it's just some of the contacts are repeating. See, as you can see, names are changing on the screen, and the details are also being changed. You don't have to do anything, Word is doing it for you. Now the next question is, how do I mail all of them all the time, right? So finish merging and send email. So once you click on send email, it will ask for a common subject line, or you can give a custom as well. You can put in another field in your Excel and put that field here, right? Or you can first, it'll ask you in which field, in which column is the mail IDs are. Mail IDs in, for example, they are in category. For example, because this is a dummy list, there might not be exact details which I want, so it's a dummy list. For example, in categories, there are emails of all of my customers, right? And I give them a common subject line, invoice due, right? And now it's telling me from which to which. So I don't want to mail all of my customers together because there are about 6,000 different contacts. So I'll just give them from 34 to 56 and click on OK. So now it will send all of the mails from 34 to 56. So my friends, this was all for today. In the video, we'll be posting 2 more videos regarding mail merge, which will tell you how to post in CC with your mails which you send all together, and the other will tell you how to change formats of the dates and the money and the currency and all. Thank you.